I know, I can't believe it either. Last time we were together, we were working on building a giant Moore bottle for my launch party. I had Grandpa make the cap, and once we got that finalized, that's when it was my turn to actually make it look like my actual bottle. So I ordered this bamboo peel and stick wallpaper. I've actually used it inside my home before, so I knew exactly what I was looking for. I ordered a really massive piece, but you don't have to do that. You most definitely do not have to do that. And it did come out all lumpy and wumpy, so I did have to tape it up before I could put on the next piece. But I will say adding that extra tape did make it a lot smoother and a lot better. I would say it took me a good hour and a half to get it taped. Yes, you can see my flaws, but that's the whole thing about DIY. This is also the back, so you're not really gonna see it. Now that that's up, let's bring out the Moore letters. I am so excited to hang this up. I know it's not the right color, but don't worry, we're gonna fix that once we actually get it up. So this is one of the banners that I printed off at Walgreens. I would say this is my 6th or 7th time working with these stickers, and it is absolutely a nightmare working with them. Like, these things are unnecessarily difficult. But once I got it taped, that's when I got really excited because you can see the vision coming to life. But now we're gonna move on to working on detail. Because I'm launching my very own product, I'm also having a launch party, I thought it would be really fun to have a lot of branded everything for the actual party. So my assistant and I, we were getting to work, and we were both working on something different. She started working on the tissue paper while I was working on the stench. And in between that, I was either editing and or I was posting. I'm gonna admit, it was really hard juggling everything together, but nothing was gonna stop me now. So I printed all the Moores that were for the bag, and you can see my assistant still working on the tissue paper. And this is me after all those bags. Don't mind my pants, I just had lunch. Now we're moving back to the garage, and we're going to work on those other stickers that I printed from Walgreens. So I printed the giant Moore for the bottle, and then I also printed things for like the Moore shop, for the entry sign, and a bunch of other things. So it did take 3 of us to get those laid down. And once we got them all laid down, that's when I had my assistant start cutting them all out. So she was working on the sign. I had another friend finishing off the stanchion. I had another friend on tissue paper, and then I had another friend on the Cricut machine, while I was working on all of the beach balls. Yes, we've got a full house at the moment. And I can't tell you how grateful I am to have each one of these women in my home. They have been such a huge help. Now, I've been getting a lot of questions about what my product actually is, and it's a dry coconut spray. So as you can see, it's still the oil from the coconut oil. You're going to rub it into your skin. However, the difference is mine isn't greasy. This is me rubbing it on my shirt immediately after, and this is me taking my shirt and putting it directly on my arm after spraying it on. There is absolutely no greasiness, hence why it's called a dry coconut spray. But anyway, so now we're just going to keep finishing working on everything. So this box is holding all of the bags, and I'm also giving out lip masks at my party, and on those lip masks it's going to say more kisses. I feel like it's just the cutest thing ever. Then I started putting all the stickers on the beach ball, and yeah, that's it for now. I'll come back with more.